I'm Jake Lahniner, Decatur, Illinois, born and raised. Going on tour of the west coast of Lividity. First night here tonight. Maywood, LA. Fucking awesome to be here. It just started, man. Right now, every moment is the fucking highlight. Just being here and meeting people and seeing old friends from fucking back home pop up out of nowhere. You know, that's the joy of this stuff that you can never predict. You know, it's the unpredictable. It's definitely interesting. You know, Human Artifacts was a part of my life a long time ago in my foundational days playing in metal. Before Lividity, then being with Lividity was opening new doors and conquering new territory. And I've been with Lividity going on 18 years now. And then coming back with Human Artifacts again is really cool because picking up old bonds and old friendship. And it's just a totally different thing. And I like it because the two bands have history and we're related and there's no competition. We're just a big family and it's like a brotherhood, you know. When I was 15, I got a guitar for Christmas, you know, and plunk around and like all teenagers do, you fucking play this riff, that riff. And then my cousin, who's a professional musician, had a setup in his basement. I go to his house and play the drums. Nobody knows how much I love to play the drums, but you remember Armoros, right? Bought a drum set at 19, never touched a bass. I love fucking around with drums, had a band, I was the drummer. I met Vaughn Young at the CIM 04 because of Nick Wiggins, he introduced us. And then a few months later, at Morbid Angel and Suffocation, Vaughn Young said, "Hey kid, I'm reforming Dead and I need a bass player. Can you play bass?" And I said, "Shit, I can play bass." I'm thinking it's a big guitar. How fucking hard could it be? Never touched a bass in my life. He said, "Can you do vocals?" I said, "Fucking damn right I can do vocals." Joined the band, went and bought a bass a month later, and then the rest is history, man. But as far as influences, dude, you know, growing up listening to my old man's records, all the classic rock, you know, the bass is the driving force, man. That's the riff. That's locking in, that's laying down the thunder. And in retrospect, playing all these instruments, and you know, bass chose me, I didn't choose it. And I love playing bass. I can rock hard on it, and it's just so fucking integral to the band sounding right and sounding heavy and sounding tight, you know. I keep the guitar players in line, and I beef up what the drummer's doing, and nobody cares, and nobody thanks you for it. So it's, I don't know, man. Maybe it's a masochistic thing, but it's just great, bro. Bad bass players, you got Getty, and you got fucking Bill Ward, you got John Entwistle and John Paul Jones, and you got Roger Glover, and dude from Yes, who's that, Chris Squire. You know, everybody says you can't play with a pick. Chris Squire plays with a pick, man, and he's in Yes, and if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. You know, fucking Lemmy. So, but really I'm a front man, so. I would say evolved isn't the right word, but I say after 22 years I'm starting to learn what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm starting to figure out where the notes are in the motherfucker, so I think that's a good step. One of these days I'm gonna learn how to play the bass, I'll promise you. But I've been faking it real well for a long time, so. I'll be honest with you, like, you know, since moving into the lead vocalist spot, frontman spot, it's just, after 15 years I had to relearn Lividity's music, because I had to hear it a way I wasn't used to, you know. I'm used to kind of being in the background. I know my vocal parts, and I know the songs I sing, and I know the bass and everything. It's just a different focus, so like, coming into the main spot, I'm like, oh shit, I never paid this much attention to this part of the song, so what I do is I write a lot of our set lists, depending on the show, depending on the time we have to play, and every song is chosen and hand-selected, and we take around and I'll like a quarterback, man, I'll like, here's the plays, and I'll run it by the dudes. How do you feel? Have you jammed it? What's your notes? What are your thoughts? You know, we don't do anything without all of us being on board. You know, nobody's ruling with iron fist. What's up, buddy? Yeah, that guy's a legend. So I look forward to all the songs because I picked them for a reason. You know, some songs are challenging vocally in some ways, and some songs are just freaking fun. You know, but after all these years in the band, it's cool to get to have the music become anew, you know what I mean? On stage? Oh shit. I don't know. Not really anything crazy. You know, there's been times where I've almost been too drunk to play for an hour, or too stoned. You know, almost stumbling into my amp a couple times. That's just goofy amateur stuff. I'd say last couple weeks ago we played Maryland Death Fest. It wasn't crazy, but man, that crowd was, they were animals. They were scaling the stage like the orcs at Helm's Deep and running around. I'm like, everywhere I turn, somebody's right behind me. They're knocking my mic over, knocking Dave's mic over. But the thing is I was proud of the energy we were creating, and I didn't want them to tone it down. You know, if I made them go that kind of wild, then so be it. Take my mic out, that's okay. We'll just keep rocking and rolling. We'll figure out how to make it work. Unplug Miles' whole processor, you know. But that's okay, you know, because that's the energy. I want it to be controlled chaos and just a moment for everybody to let loose. Drink plenty of water. You know, rest if you're tired. You know, drink a little bit, but not drink too much. A little bit of grass. Just like living every day-to-day life, you know. The thing about being on the road is just staying relaxed and staying patient, because nothing happens in a hurry until it's time to go yesterday, you know. It's either you hurry up and wait, or it's, and that's the flow of it. Really, the only thing that matters, you know, other than hanging out and meeting old friends and meeting new people and shit, is just the stage, you know. Getting on there, delivering 100%, playing the best I can. I was talking with the Burt Bacharach guys earlier, man, the OGs, the drummer from Anal Cunt. Been in this game a long time. I was like, how long you been at it? And he's like, the whole time. And we were talking about, you know, sometimes you feel like you get burnt out, but then it just draws you back. So I play every show like it's my last. I try never to take it for granted. And if you're not having fun, then what are you doing this for? It's not for fame and fortune. You know, it's for just for real moments, you know, meeting real people and living life. You know, it's pure, I guess. Not to sound corny. Because as soon as I get back from tour, Matt and I are 100% focused on locking down and recording the vocals for our album we've been working on for a couple of years. It'll be the second album after 20 years, and it's going to be worth the wait, because the guitars, the bass, the drums, everything's tracked, and it just sounds so good, man. It definitely sounds like Human Artifacts. You know it's Human Artifacts, but it's evolved, you know. Principal Sickness was cool shit, but like old Nick Wiggins, he's like, it just sounds like Lividity. Maybe at that time, you know, till only the sick remain, but it doesn't sound like Lividity now. And Human Artifacts today is something so completely different, but just something, you know, unique, man. It's just heavy, it's chunky, it's we got our trims and stuff when we need it. There's plenty of blast, and there's gonna be sick vocals from Matt and I. So that's the thing. We're gonna track the vocals, and then the disc is gonna go off for master and mixing, and then boom, we should hopefully have it released here by fall. And then maybe a couple shows in support, you know, just keep chipping away. We've had a lot of good gigs already, playing a few fests here and there, and it's good to be back out, man. It's good to jam with the guys again. Matt and Aaron come over and string clinic at my house, man. Sometimes just jamming in my basement is as fun as jamming on stage, and that's what I'm talking about. You gotta love it and have fun. So my fans come out. I love you all. Lividity loves you all. We're fucking pleased to be here and proud to be able to do this stuff. And you know, this underground music and people just coming together like this is what it's all about. So just it's an honor to come here and play. And that's something that I always try to remember is, you know, being humble and being grateful for the opportunity to do this kind of stuff, you know. Everybody come here for a reason to see us, and I'm going to give them a reason to come out. You know, I'm going to make them feel happy that they came, and I'm going to give them something to remember and something to talk about. And we're going to have fun tonight, you know. Let's rock and roll. Man, I just want to fucking rock and roll, and I want you guys to have an intense musical journey. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hot. It's going to be sweaty. I want you to bang your heads. I want you to run in a circle. I want you to drink some beers and, you know, smoke them if you got them. Just let loose, you know, and wear earplugs like I do, because it's going to be fucking loud. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fast. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be fun.
Excellent, Jace. Great.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, dude.
Excellent, bro.